Historically, the Flip sells twice as many units as the Fold, probably because it's half the price and has half the hinge, which hopefully means it'll be half as durable. Fingers crossed, because it's been a while since we've had a phone snap in half, and this Flip 7 might just be where I start winning again. I can feel it. The most new visible difference on the Flip 7 is the wall-to-wall, edge-to-edge, flippin' awesome exterior display. And you know you're going to do the same thing as soon as you get your hands on one, so don't at me in the comments. Even after 7 generations of folding phones, physics kind of dictates that every folding screen in the future will be as soft as it is right now. I bet that even the flexible folding screen that Apple's going to invent here in a year or so will also be soft on the inside. Even the parts that cover the selfie camera, which is 10 megapixels. You might be like, hey Jerry, what does the FGFF stand for on the SIM card tray? And that's a fantastic question. It's probably an acronym for Flash is gone, forever forgotten, which is a little mean of Samsung to say to those of us who do miss having an SD card slot. But it could also mean that frogs giggle at flying flamingos, which is slightly outside of my area of expertise, so we can just keep on moving. Now, I don't clean up my desk super often, but when I do, I use a ZFlip 7 as a dustpan, so it's important that the phone can be dust resistant. Samsung says its IP48 water resistant rating means dust specks bigger than 1 millimeter can't get in. I asked ChatGPT how to explain what 1 millimeter is to an American, and he said a millimeter is about the size of a grain of sugar. And I think that unhealthy comment alone warrants pulling the plug. I'll slip some extra dirt into the hinge, and our blue Flip 7 can munch on the crumbs just like Cookie Monster before he was defunded. And honestly, it's not all that bad. If your own Flip ever gets this dirty in real life, you should probably be evaluated. And yeah, it's got a few new creaks and groans, but so does anyone over 30, so I'm not too worried about it. Finally, the moment of truth, the bin test. You can see as the phone flexes backwards, it's a bit disconcerting. There's even a slight kink near the antenna line, but it does lock out and does not yet kick the bucket. Bending again, I get 2 optimistic clicks from the internals, signifying something cool might happen, but instead of breaking, we get nothing. I'm not sure what adamantium encapsulated vibranium Samsung is using in their hinges, but apparently today is just not our day. Samsung's Flip opens in a way that the 2 very compressively strong solid slabs of glass meet in the center of the hinge, and it's a super smart way to add just enough strength and structure to keep the phone alive. While I wouldn't recommend trying it, if you do accidentally sit on your Flip 7 while it's open, it'll most likely be just fine. Unless, of course, you're the size of ChatGPT's girlfriend, but he started it.